Okay. They should be able to hear us. And...
Do you think there's bleed from the music?
Well... Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect,
no.
but it is what it is. Hi. Hi. You should be able to hear us. Can you hear us? And also, do we sound fairly decent?
Yeah, at least audible.
At least pretty okay, considering the fact that we are in a Minneapolis hotel room. Yes, that's good. I sound good.
Better
The quality
than
is far better than what I was expecting. I aim to please.
Chad says it's good.
Good. Wonderful. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Like, even though we're in a hotel, I do have the fancy camera, and I do have the reasonably good microphone, and everything else about the experience is trash. Because the laptop's like, it's doing its best. This is the worst television I've ever used in my life. The television that's in this hotel room is the worst television I have ever seen. Like, by a lot. It's wild. It is absolutely wild. I have so many opinions, and I will tell you all about it. Anyway, first let me say hi.
We will not be playing a game tonight.
We cannot play a game. We actually can't play, like, there can't.
No.
One of the things I've learned, the laptop is now 6 years old, and one of the things I learned from when we were in Atlanta a year ago for mouse surgery is that we had tried to do a game stream. We played what's the UFO game called? UFO Crane Howlab UFO
I was
Crane.
asleep.
What? You were asleep?
I wasn't part of that.
Anyway, yes, thank you, Storms.
Part-time
UFO.
UFO.
Game's
Okay.
great, by the way. It's great. HowLabs made a game, and it's great. And when I tried to do that stream, I had 2 capture cards connected to this laptop, and the laptop was so mad. It was like, please, God, don't do this to me. And I was like, buddy, please. So if we want to do mobile game streams in the future, we will have to have like a new laptop for that.
Yeah.
In the meantime, this gets by at 1080p 30. Oh my God.
No game tonight. No game. Rad said no game.
I'm gonna let Chaz try that again. I think Rad is on vacation.
Yeah, I mean, we're on vacation.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Rad also is on vacation. Anyway, we'll circle back around to this. Yeah, Rad is in a different hotel. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, at some point Chaz will be like, just read it, but we'll see if there's more buttons he can press. Sometimes Rad or Eddie just...
Takes a break.
They take a break. They don't really let us know when they're going to do that. Anyway, God, what should I even talk about? There's so many things to talk about. We will start reading alerts here in like just a moment. But
no,
I don't want to. I want to get to alerts quickly. I'm just having a setup of like, if you don't know why we're here. If you don't know why we're here, it is Carly's wedding tomorrow, and that's why we're in Minneapolis, and we've been having a good time. It has been cold.
It's 19.
It's 19 degrees, but otherwise it's all right. I've been staying warm and toasty. I have Haley actually made Mia Mao ear warmers, and they're adorable, and they have kept my ears nice and toasty, and I'll show you guys later. Yeah, that's your setup. That's why we're
We had
doing
the
a hotel
rehearsal
thing.
tonight,
Yeah,
and it was.
that's why we're
We were supposed to dress up for that.
and that's why we're late too, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is much later than we normally start, but we had a rehearsal dinner, so. But we're gonna be live for we're gonna be live for a little bit tonight. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna chat for a bit, and that do whatever hotel stream entails, and then I don't know, like a tiny Q&A. Maybe we'll play rock paper scissors at the end.
Let's unbox the Atari Jaguar him. Bossy Apron. The Ellie story.
That is definitely a different voice than Rad. I think Rad is on vacation, so we had to get Rad's brother, Rad, but with 4 Ds. Rad da 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 da. So there's 1,000 from Anise who says, Rad, what game are we playing tonight? Let's unbox the Atari Jaguar hit Bossy Apron, the Ellie story. I like Bossy Apron. What other things we got? We got 50 months from Reed, 29 months from Unclever Title, 36 months from Gonzo Tinkerman. I'm gonna be honest with you, the walls in this hotel are fairly paper thin. I am not sure what our neighbors think, and that is fine.
For a limited time only. Tiny Eddie Centennial Steak and Egg Pudding.
It's a century egg. It's a century steak and egg pudding.
It's an interesting concept, right? Because if everyone's like, so songs?
Oh, please.
Listen. Listen, don't hurt anybody. Yeah, so it's like steak and eggs, it's a concept. But like the idea of them in a pudding is a little unusual. So from Item Crafting Live, Eddie, what's in the overpriced hotel minibar? Steak and egg pudding. I would try it. Yeah, all songs tonight will be whisper songs. Tiny, tiny whisper songs. It's the only way it'll work. 23 months from Dane, 1647. 5 months from Rabbit, 102099. 27 months from Galactic Nova. 26 from The Great Perhaps. 41 from Everchanger. 300 bits from Radio Dread says, have a clown as a treat. Thank you. This will be the second treat I've had tonight.
Nothing says tasty like Tiny Eddie's grape in a jar.
One grape jar.
I love it when we get these. 1,000 bits from My Hilo. Tiny Eddie, what did they have at the rehearsal dinner? Everyone got a single grape in a jar. None of the jars had lids. They were all sealed, so everyone had to there was glass everywhere. It was a wild experience. There's blood.
It's wine.
It was memorable. Yeah, it's tiny wine. Would you be interested in some wine? I mean, that's what wine is. It's grapes. The treat that I said earlier, I said that I've already had a treat tonight. The rehearsal dinner. So is this apparently a Minneapolis thing? Minnesotan is it
Minnesota.
Minnesotan thing. So Minnesotans will have to corroborate this story. Mini donuts, like miniature donuts, are a thing for Minnesota.
They were the state fair mini donuts. MINNE, like mini soda, mini donuts.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
It's a state fair thing.
Yeah.
That was
Anyway,
dessert at the
that was the
rehearsal.
dessert. They were delicious.
Yeah, they were.
They were delicious. But yeah, that was the dessert for the evening. It was nice. It was nice. It was nice. It was nice to see a bunch of people that I haven't seen in it's been a while. Oh Lord.
The neighbors will be interrupting when you eat Tiny Eddie's famous seal gelato.
Oh no. It's from Joe89. Says, oh no, the caterer canceled last second. Quick, Eddie, save Carly's wedding.
Carly might be watching. I was just talking to her.
It's the last thing that you want is for your caterer to cancel, but not as bad as you don't want Eddie to cater your wedding. If Eddie shows up, you're like, you know what? We're not really that hungry. Seal gelato. It's an orphan good time. 34 months from JDO 1997, 18 from Will Peters, 16 from Linders, 13 from RoboBear. Anise gifted a sub to Silent Companion. We got 26 from That Meep Chick. 300 from Radio Dread says, let's get this train back on track. Yeah, there was a hype train earlier. Also,
Yeah.
Thank you all. Sincerely appreciate it. Oh, here's a game. Or personally, I love it because it the fact that it's happening, like, why Eddie is also the fact that it's happening while we're like in a hotel makes it a million times
this is
better.
great. Chad said sigh.
Again, I'm gonna move on, but I got it pulled up. I'll come back to it because sometimes maybe he spoke earlier. We got him to say things earlier. We're just having a night. I'll save that one. 47 months from Now the Masochist. 300 from Will Peters says Clank is always right. Clank, you mean like from the show?
Yeah.
Jack and Clank?
I have no idea.
Wait, no, Ratchet. Ratchet and Clank. I haven't played that one. 50 from Murmur. 35 from Ryan the Goof. 300 from Will Peters who says, and suddenly some pirates arrived. I would prefer if there were not pirates here. We seem to be having difficulty enough without someone here looking for booty. 28 months from Trainswreck. God, that alert scared me. I didn't like that one. What? It sounded like Herbie was like hawking a loogie at me or something. He'd be good at it. 37 months from Zelda Master 702. Silver Knight for gifted a sub to M Joseph 15. 10 months from Inator. 4 months from Supersonic Dog. 48 months from Missing No Leader. That's a little clap. Congrats on the 4. 16 months from Mono Starstorm. We got 780 from Aldo with the LeChonk Star Rain. That's a new one, by the way. Twitter released a... Not Twitter. Twitch. It's so close. We got... God, I hate that sound. Have we always had this? Is it more clear and crisp on the very high-end equalized LG TV garbage television? I'm telling you, I've never heard it like this. You can't hear what I hear. This television is a bad television. It's very bad. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh,
LeChonk.
Yes. LeChonk is a new emote from Twitch. Not Twitter, although who knows what's going to happen with Twitter. We might get emotes. 25 months from Tiger. 25 also from Zaz Saz, my man. We got 300 bits from Cheesehammer says, hey Dad, I was watching Tom's stream and he named a Pokemon after me. I think he's my favorite content creator on Twitch/YouTube now. And yet you still live in my house. Maybe I'll let Tom borrow you for his cheese. Anise gifted a sub to Bunny Hill 87. 300 from Caruso says, it appears like that wall behind you is glowing. Glowing? Well, there's lights. We tried to turn on some lights so there would be light. If I cared a lot, I could probably move lights into other places, but that's so much effort. And, people get it. We're in a hotel. We're getting by. It's fine. We got 350 bits from Radio Dread. Says, took a bit, but we have a train. Hype yak. There's the train. There's the start of the train. Also, it just occurred to me that Caruso was the one that sent in the glowing alert, so it makes a lot more sense now. I got it.
Adapting the world-renowned movie Ray on Guitar into an MMORPG game where you raise an ostrich in a grassland.
There are so many good things about that. MMORPG and Race Ostrich at the Crossland. I love it. There was 1,000 bits from Microwaved Alistair, who says, Eddie or game? I've had a weird year. Good, but weird. I realized I'm trans, got a trans girlfriend, and a trans sister. Hopefully things continue to go well. I always get paranoid when things are going well. Well, first off, I'm also glad that things are going well for you. I do share that feeling of things are going well, and then you get a little bit, but it doesn't necessitate that something bad will happen.
Sometimes you just have to feel what you're experiencing and
That's
the humanity of it and the emotion, and just for good or bad, just feel it and be like, I am alive.
Mal,
and appreciate that fact.
Mal got super like philosophical on you for a second.
That's how I've been lately, though.
But
that's what I've been working on.
Mal's been doing this thing lately where she's been trying to focus on. This is very like good music for this. Mal's been doing this thing lately where she's been really trying to focus on consciousness and all of the feelings that brings, and like I get it. It's the idea of whether you are happy or whether you are sad or whatever's happening at any given time. Like you really, like you sit and you take it in and you really think about whatever is happening, and you feel like you've gotten a lot out of that. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like meditation.
Mindfulness.
Well, hey, buddy.
Oh, you work today.
You work today. You work. Okay, go back down. Go back down. Go back down. We did I'm glad Poggy's alive. We did a stream yesterday at Carly's house. And Poggy did not work. So I had to improvise. But today Poggy's working, so that's good. That Poggy was from Item Crafting Live. Says, travel tips. Whenever you pack for a trip, bring extra socks. Quick question. Raise your hand if when you're going on a trip, you always pack more underwear than you need. Because when you're going through your days and you're like, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and poop myself.
More than that.
Yeah, or if you're me, you're like, poop myself, poop myself, poop myself. All right, 8, I need 8. Why is that? I don't normally poop myself on trips, but when I'm doing my count out, I'm like, well, I don't normally poop myself, but on this trip, I'm planning on pooping myself 3 times in 5 days. Like, I don't poop myself at home. Why is it that I'm worried? Well, I get in Minneapolis, I'm gonna poop when I walk through the door. I'm gonna poop during the wedding. I don't get it. I really don't. I get such an anxiety thing. Anyway, 27 months from Weird RG, 21 from Wolfly1513, 33 from Shunny Nerd. Galactic Nova gifted us up to just some old vampire. 49 months from PK Magical. 300 from Circle on Squared says, I tore my left meniscus, or left knee muscle, so I'm off work for a week. At least I'll make it to Thanksgiving now. Happy to see you guys tonight. Well, I'm sorry that you did that. If you're off work for a week, is that all the longer it takes to heal that? It sounds serious, but I don't know anything about muscles. So hopefully it's not awful.
Yeah.
Because it sounds painful. You want to know what I did recently? And this is, partial tear. Going to physical therapy. Okay. Well, I wish you well in physical therapy. I did something that, in hindsight, was stupid. And I'm going to tell you about it because I've actually been dealing with it's a fair bit of pain, and it's an ever-increasing amount of pain. And I think at some point it's going to reach the apex and go back down. But we have this... it's like a massage gun. Mm-hmm. We have this massage gun at home, and every once in a while, like I don't use it regularly, but every once in a while I'll be like, I'm hurt, I'm gonna use this massage gun. I had a spot on my back the other night that was like really, really painful. I was like, the massage gun, I should use the massage gun. So I had the massage gun, and it's got 6 levels, and like the highest level, it's a pretty big level. I mean, it's designed to hurt you, and but I can usually take that, and I started off. I was like, all right, I'm gonna start on like 3, and I put it on my back, and I was using it on my back, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it up. So I like turned it up to 6, and I used it on my back, and I didn't have anyone else use it. I was just I had my arm behind myself and like using it, and I was really like, and I was getting myself really good. And then I also had some pain like going down my neck, so I used it on my back for a while, and then I had some pain here, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna, and like I don't know why it didn't occur to me that maybe I shouldn't take the thing that is currently on the highest setting and not just shove it into my neck. But I did. I was like, I got some, and I put it here, and it was like, and I did it, but it was a lot. Anyway, the next morning I woke up, and I had some back pain, and I had some neck pain, and I was like, God, why do I hurt so bad? And I was like, oh, I did that thing. And then the next day, it hurt worse. And then the next day, it hurt worse. It has now been 5 days. And it's hurt worse every day. Anyway, I'm really hoping...
Right, Joe? Yeah, I know, Joe.
I'm really hoping that it stops. Are you bruised? No, not on the outside. Yeah, Noah and Renee, same energy.
I don't see anything.
No, if I'm bruised, it's like in the body. So I'm just kind of hoping it stops hurting soon. And you know what the weirdest part of this? It hurts to swallow. It's the same muscles. So when I'm eating, like I swallow and it's just enough of the muscle movement to like make that move, and I'm like, oh. So yeah, I don't know how long.
I can't babysit you 24/7.
I really, this never happens. But yeah, it hurts a little to sleep, like laying down. I have to be real careful. Yeah, Haley, this is not wrong. Anyway, it sucks. I'll probably get better soon. Where was I? We had 429 bits from Cock9 with the LeChonk Star Rain. A lot of folks enjoying the LeChonk tonight. 26 months at Tier 2 from Storms002. It's Gold Toast. We got 300 bits from Action Cat. Says your hotel neighbors are probably scratching their brains at the Tiny Yetis. Yeah, I don't know what they can hear, but I do know that the walls are very thin because yesterday the person on that side of the wall had to take a phone call.
And you could hear them.
And I could just hear every single thing they said. And I was like, I don't want this knowledge. It was some business call. And I was like, I don't want to know this. And then the people on the other side had a capital F fight. And I was like, don't really want to hear this either. It's fine. It's fine. You know what's really interesting, though? There's not that many people at this hotel.
There's more tonight.
But why are we all together? Why are they all together? What is our alternate 5K alert?
Is it Dan and Thomas?
Is it? I don't even know what the alternate alert is.
I think we should.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's just, we're gonna preemptively not do songs tonight, and song alerts will be replaced with an alert that I don't know what it is, but Chad says we have an alternate, so I believe him. Haley, we didn't bring a white noise machine, but I have been leaving the extremely loud air conditioning on, and it helps. It's great. There's a button for constant fan. It's great. It's wonderful. Sorry, I'll get back to alerts here in a moment. I slept
A lot.
14 hours? I slept 14 hours. 14 hours. It was awesome. Anyway, yeah. I was up for a long time. I was up for a really long time. I don't like talking about that because then people are like, that's too long. That feels like it's too long to be up. And I'm like, well, yeah, but sometimes life happens and you're put in a predicament where you have to be awake. So I was awake for a really long time. Anyway, it's better now. 300 bits from Colin, the Game Boy. Aw, this is sad because this comes right after me saying 14 hours. 300 bits from Colin, the Game Boy says, ever wake up after only 3 hours of sleep and have your body go, and you're up for good now? This is on top of not getting good sleep lately due to sleep apnea. Help me. So, I mean, the thing is, I do relate to that because that has kind of been my life for the past few weeks. There's been a few weeks that have been, kind of like that. I mean, I don't have sleep apnea, but I've been having issues with sleeping. So going from having not enough sleep over the past few weeks and then staying up for a long time was terrifying. The trick was to get a hotel. The trick for me was to go to a hotel where it is very dark and very cold and very loud, and I got to get sleep. So I don't know. Also, sleeping in the closet totally worked. There was a lot of benefit from that too. So I recommend that. Did you know you have a little crack in
Yeah,
there?
I know. That's been there for a long time.
Oh, okay.
It's just on the screen protector.
Oh, you have a screen protector. I couldn't even tell. 36 months from DC Racer. That's a 3. 13 months from Colin, the Game Boy. 500 bits from Unclever Title with the LeChonk. Star Rain. Everybody likes that pig. 30 months from Shoal Sentinel. 50 from CK14500. 500 bits from the Thrill Up says, is Burb on vacation too? Burb was for breakfast stream.
Yeah.
But we have a different alert since it's not, this isn't breakfast stream. I don't know if you saw over here. This says that's hotel. Definitely not off-brand breakfast stream. It's hotel stream. Totally different. Not even the same thing. 500 bits from Zelda Master says, number 1, hope you all are enjoying Minnesota despite you literally getting to experience the coldest and snowiest days we've had so far. 2, as big root beer fans, try and get some 1919 in Lift Bridge while you're in town.
1919 is good.
I would like to try those. And number 3, Finding Paradise released on Switch today. It did. Actually, I think I can talk about this because I'm not under any sort of NDA or anything. The folks that did the port for Finding Paradise, which is a company called XD. XD did the port for To the Moon as well. They emailed me and they were like, hey, we really appreciate you guys having been,
Fans of the game?
Fans of the game, and then also having made the playthroughs, because there's people that are still using your playthroughs to experience and re-experience the games. We'd like to send you some Switch copies of Finding Paradise. So they actually sent us a handful of codes for Finding Paradise. So we're going to be giving those out at some point in the future, but we have them. So yeah, so we have a few of those and we'll be giving those out at some point. Yeah. Anyway, but the game is out on Switch and mobile. I think it's out on mobile today as well, so yeah. Anyway, where was I at? 500 bits from Slick Duke. It says, would you and possibly the neighbors like to hear this alert again? When I'm done with alerts, I'm going to tell you about this television. People that are like TV people, because there's people that are like, they change all the settings on the TV and they want the TV to look good. You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry so much. And I didn't know that the audio was as bad as it was until tonight, because Kirby is, when he snore, it's like he's God. It's like God snoring into my ears. 38 from Mr. Game Boy. 48 from Jizak. That's a 4. I don't know why I did finger guns for that. 49 from Free Drummer, 11 from Soliloquy 00, 45 from Ianthe, 300 bits from Mr. Viperfang says, here's an uwu. Thanks. And 500 from Microwave Dallister says, this will be my last cheer for a while. I decided to quit my job this year too. Anyway, my third Pokemon of my Violet adventure was a shiny Lechonk. I wasn't planning to use Lechonk, but I have a shiny rule. What are the odds? Anyway, thank you for the encouragement. PTSD is a pain, and every kind word helps me. I mean, I'm happy to give any sort of help that I can, and I hope that you experience that sound as infrequently as possible. Not here on the stream, because I can't control that, but I mean, I hope that is
From your heart.
From your heart and in your head. The feeling of, I hope that is as minimal as possible. Good timing. Come with a good segue. 500 from Zelda Master says, also hope you're staying at a decent hotel, TV aside. Having stayed at a decent number in town, they certainly vary in quality. Yeah, I mean, you know, we get to stay in like Marriott or Marriott affiliated hotels because you know, my mom has worked for Marriott for such a long time, so like that's good. So the hotel always has like a, you know, a fairly base level of quality that is good. Mm-hmm. So it's not a bad hotel, but just that the TV is really bad. The TV is really, it's not a good one. I mean, I guess I've had worse, like in my youth, before television technology changed. 300 bits on Tokenu, it says, here's an example of Kirby Snore. At least I hope this is the bit amount. Sorry. I did a little burp. The TV from my youth, thank you. Deep cuts, thank you, Chaz. Also, it says we have art. Is this true? I guess we can see it. Can we see it from there? Dishnet. So how bad's the TV? Yes. Yes. Let me tell you about the TV, and then I'll show you the art. It won't be on the TV. Unless I move.
It's fine over there.
Here's why the TV is bad. Now, folks probably know how I feel about motion interpolation, which is, you know, you get like a television that it's like 120 hertz or 240 hertz. So you're watching content that is supposed to be at like 24 frames a second or 30 frames a second or whatever, but it's running at like a bajillion, and it has like this weird otherworldly movement that I don't love. Okay, so imagine that, but I'm presuming that like the processor in the TV isn't good enough to do it nonstop. So imagine that it starts and stops, and it's terrifying. So I was cycling through, because there's like cable, I was cycling through cable last night, and you know, I was watching something and it looked normal, and then it started, and I was like, but then it stopped. And I was like, what's happening? And it's trying to do the interpolation, but it only happens like half the time. So you'll have a scene where like people are normal, and all of a sudden there's like a moment of super smoothness where they're like, and then they go back to being rigid, and it's terrifying. It's awful. To make it worse, the TV, there's no settings, like you can't adjust any of the picture settings. The TV has its sharpness cranked up to, I mean, levels that don't even make sense. The TV is so sharp that like the lines of everything have bleed. It's awful. It is so terrible. I can't even begin to tell you how dreadful it is. It is the worst experience I've ever had with the television. Now here's where it gets even better. This is one of those things where like when you get into the hotel, it has like all the hotel stuff, and then you click to use like the television, right? However, if you're looking through the television stuff, like if you're going through television channels and you hit the menu button, what it does is it takes the show that you're watching and it pushes it down, and then you have like all of the hotel UI around it. Well, guess what? When it pushes it down into that box, everything is fixed. There's no motion interpolation. The sharpness is normal. So last night I found myself hitting the button and watching it on a smaller thing because that was the only way I could watch it without it like making me want to puke. So I was watching like House Hunters, but it has like all of this hotel UI on the side, and it's like, do you want to know about hotel services? And I'm like, no, I want to watch House Hunters smaller. So anyway, yeah, it is by far the worst experience I've ever had.
Could you get that open gallon of distilled water and pour it in my cup so I can get some water?
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem. Here, let me.
One of those is open.
It's the one that has less.
Yes.
Do you want me to pour it into this?
Yes, into that cup, please. Thank you.
Do you just want to drink water?
Yes.
What was in this cup?
Apple cider from the
I was
lobby.
gonna say this cup was not clear. Wait, there's apple cider in the lobby?
Yeah, I got you hot chocolate, but
You got me hot chocolate.
you will have to heat it up in the microwave.
Oh my god, I want hot chocolate. Okay. Well, if I do the hot chocolate, the microwave's gonna make a sound.
Correct. You could do it after stream.
Maybe I'll do it after stream. Oh, you did bring me hot. Look at this.
I know.
Look at that.
I love you.
Look at that. Thank you. Yeah, and I love Nestle. Okay, can we look at this art?
Yeah, we can look at the art.
Can you see it from there?
Yeah, don't sit on my phone.
It's not
What's
big.
in my pocket?
Okay, I'm gonna hit this button.
Oh, our name tags. That's what's in my pocket.
I'm gonna do this. Can you see this?
I did these.
Here. Let me block your face so the camera doesn't. There we go. There you go. Look at that. Mal designed all of the
All of the graphic design for the wedding.
yeah, everything. All right, let's look at this art. There we go. Oh my god.
What's the fish represent? What I had for dinner.
Good job pooping. I'm still waiting on Chaz to make that an alert, by the way. I'm hoping that happens before year's end. That's the only thing I want for Christmas, Chaz. Steven named the character Walker. I mean, I think it fits right into my theme. That's what I think. God, I want to play that game. I want to finish that game. I found you, faker. Oh, hold on. Let me move.
Right
There
now,
we go.
let me move.
There. Put the chat behind it. Listen, sometimes you have to dig the wood. That is a great image. That is a super great image. Lillian's doing great work. If anyone missed the stream last week, we did more Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
First time in a while. Oh my goodness. His poor little neck. But that's just how it be sometimes.
Dylan Kepi.
Dylan Kepi. Oh man, thank you all. Sincerely appreciate that.
Let me move my ultra puffy dress.
You do have a puffy dress. Yeah, we entrusted Kepler to Alex and Haley. So Alex and Haley are watching him. We've gotten some really good
Photos and video.
Yeah, it's been really nice. So he's in good spirits. He's happy every time someone shows up. We also had 4 months from Olivine Branch. Thank you. Appreciate it. So let's talk just a little bit about
our outfits.
Do you want to talk about your outfit?
So, I'm very influenced by the things I see online. And I saw this dress on an ad, and it had like big polka dots on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's pretty cute. I need a dress for the rehearsal dinner. And then I was like, clicked it, because it was a legitimate site. And I was looking through the options, and I was like, oh, this one's very autumn colored, because it's an autumn, it's now winter at wedding. And I was like, what do you think? And Steven's like, oh, it's cute, so I bought it.
Yeah, I got to choose it
Yeah, you did choose it.
because I got to pick the color.
And I tried it on before I left, and I was like, oh, it needs puff. And I have 2 petticoats, and I was like, I got petticoats. So I was like, can I fit a petticoat in my suitcase? And I could. And so I have a petticoat, so it's puff.
How many things in life do we have to look at and be like, that needs puff?
It needs puff.
A few things. This dress is amongst them. I didn't dress myself. I've been told many times in my past that I'm not allowed, and you know what? That's fine by me. Takes all of the guesswork out of it, because then you're just happy.
Yeah.
And I tend to be very indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone just chooses for me, then we're just both happy. And
This is what Stephen wore to Austin's wedding.
I don't remember that. Like, I believe you, but I do not remember that.
We had very few choices of what he could wear.
Yeah.
And the black pair of pants you had didn't fit, so...
Yeah, I have gained weight. Yeah. Like, some of it, sometimes you gain weight and it's repairable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, oh, I gained some weight, but I could lose it. And then sometimes you age and you're like, this is irreparable. Like, I'm a new size now. And I think for some of those, like, I'm a new size now. Like, I'm not going back. I'm not going to be quite that thin again. And I'm fine. I'm fine with that. It's fine.
Oh, these were purple.
Evening, Emil.
The names were supposed to be purple, and I couldn't tell till now, but they're dark. They're darker than I designed. I mean, they
Well-
look fine.
Oh, yeah. There's no way you would have been able to tell that those were purple. It's fine. Did you make
I had-
these in
Photoshop?
CMYK?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I only had to give them a mock-up. They designed it.
Oh, well, okay. Well,
Or, I
then
mean,
it-
they didn't design it. They put it together.
Okay, well then it
Because I
shouldn't
wasn't
matter.
about to make cards for however many people were at the rehearsal and the wedding. So I was just
Yeah.
like, this is the design. This is the font I used. This is the color. Here's all the animals.
Oh my god. Speaking of font, we had
Steven had chicken and I had walleye.
we had Carly and Kyle in the car
On Thursday.
yesterday, and we had to go to a store. We had to go to a store somewhere
And
for
print
Carly.
something.
So we pulled in, and there was a restaurant there. There was like a mom and pop restaurant, and Mao and I look up at this sign, and I go, Ariel rounded, and Mao goes, Ariel rounded, and Carly's in the back seat, and she goes, wow, you guys are so cool. I'm like, listen, these are the things we talk about. It's like when I see sign painter, I'm like, they're using sign painter.
Using sign painter.
Anyway, you know what?
I'm sliding off the bed because of this coat. This petticoat.
I will have you know that I do feel cool. These are the things that are of interest to me.
God, puff. So puff.
It's true. Starlight's true. I mean, you see, no one uses Ariel rounded.
No.
So when you see Ariel rounded, you're like, the crap are they using Ariel rounded for? And Ariel, actually, just on its own. Like, if you see someone, like, their business is just like, especially if it's not even like Ariel Black, it's just like Ariel. You're like, oh.
Choice.
And you know what? Those are like the best places to eat. Like when there hasn't been any, or like if you go to the grocery store and they have like like homemade sauces. Like there will be a place that's like a section in the grocery store that'll be like local things. Buy whatever has the worst graphic design, because those are folks that like they focused on making the sauce. They got the sauce down. And when it's time to go to market, they're like, why would I care about that? Like, they haven't thought about, like, marketing at all. Just buy whatever looks terrible, because it'll probably taste great. Anyway, we had 20 months from Leaf the Leaf 473, and also 35 months from Jolteron. Thank you. So we, just as a little refresher, we did do a stream yesterday. We did a breakfast stream. It was a little late, but we did it.
Yeah.
We flew in. It was a direct flight from Raleigh to MSP, and
that was nice.
it went well.
We rarely get direct flights.
Yeah, so that
But
was
Myrtle
really
Beach is
cool.
a small airport, so Raleigh's bigger. It's nice that we can do that.
Yeah, I'm basically not used to getting direct flights at all. So the fact that we live in a place where like a direct flight was available was super great. And I was really afraid of traveling with all of my camera equipment, but it's fine.
It's here.
It's fine. It survived. I'm happy about that. I mean, obviously I'm using it now, but then also I got a chance to use it tonight during the rehearsal because I had to figure out where I was going to set up, and everything's going okay with it. Everything's going good. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
The worst part is how cold it is. It's so cold.
Oh, I said that I would show the thing Haley made.
Oh, mine's in my coat pocket.
Well, I can show mine.
I got my nails done this morning at a nail salon. They're really pretty in the sunlight, but right now you can't see the hollow.
Yeah. So Haley was a huge sweetheart and she actually made a lot of different things. Yeah. Well, I can't grab all these things. There's so many things.
Give me
Hold
an
this.
iPad.
Because Haley made
They're gel polish, Andy.
Haley made these headbands. So there's these little ear warmers is what they are. That's the actual name. I know names.
This is too big for me. This one's yours.
Well, that's because that one is mine. So she made one of us each of those, and then also made Mao this.
I asked for a pressing cloth if she had any plain fabric because I was worried about the ironing board and the iron in the hotel to iron
Yeah.
this.
And then it's not just a piece of fabric. Like
Yeah.
she went through and actually did all of the edges,
Yeah, she finished it.
which was unnecessary but very nice. And then she also made
A bag.
a bag to like put
shoe bag.
stuff in for shoes. Yeah. So you know, it was just very, very nice. So I really appreciate that. And then you know, just in general, folks that know Haley know that she tends to go above and beyond. You know, whatever she's working, whether it be an ear warmer or a Final Fantasy VI snail outfit for a small child. You know, it's just, you know, all things. Yeah. It has been cold. I've been fine. I've also been doing all the driving, and
You weren't out today until late. I was out all morning.
yeah, well, that's because I was sleeping.
And Rhonda and I complained about the snow and the cold and the salt all day.
It really hasn't been awful. Like it's one of those things that I would not want to live here. I would not want to live here at all. But to visit, it's fine. It actually hasn't really been that bad. Like the walk from a building to the car is like, it's like a mental thing of like, all right, I'm gonna do this thing.
We did have to clear off the car of snow and ice this morning.
Yeah, it's all of these things. Like, yeah, I could deal with it, but man, it is a lot. You know, for someone like me who is certainly a bona fide Southerner and is used to heat, it's not something that I want to engage with very often. But you know, as part of the wedding, as part of being up here, it's fine.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that bad. And I have felt warm. You know, the thing that's been the problem for me is that I only brought these socks, and I realized that I feel like I needed this much more sock.
Yeah.
And I don't really own that. Would have been better, because there's definitely, hey, it's soggy. There's been, a few moments where I was like, man, my ankles are cold. That would have been nice, but otherwise, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Trying to think what else. Oh, the other thing is that because I've been doing all the driving, I think this is the first time I've ever driven in winter weather. I think. I don't believe there's ever been a time that we drove back here in our car that I drove. I think this is the first time I've ever driven in winter weather. And it's been fine. Whenever we had to rent a car, and when I got the rental car, we sat down and I was like, man, I'm pretty sure I've never driven in winter weather. And she was like, well, imagine that there is a, what would you say?
A slow cooker.
A slow cooker. She said, imagine there is a slow cooker that is full in the back seat. And I was like, okay. That was it. That was all I needed. Everything was fine. So that's how I approached it. And it has been fine. For the most part, it's just about being...
Last night was the worst because it snowed all day and all night.
Becca says, and Grandma's holding it. That does help, though, because it's really just about being cautious. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit, because you can't slam the brakes ever.
No.
Not that you should slam the brakes anyway, but you do have to give yourself a little more time to slow down, a little more time to turn, whatever. And I knew that anyway, but being able to drive it and getting that analogy was funny. And Grandma was wearing her son. Just keeps getting more and more to the story. Grandma is holding a slow cooker full of tomato sauce. She's also wearing the gown that she got married in for some reason. On the seat next to her are all of her most important documents in the world. If any of them get ruined, she will have to return to her home country. What else? There's also a dove that is allergic to tomato sauce. We had 50 months from Squid. Squid Baconator, thank you. Thanks, Squid. What other things have happened? I have done mostly sleeping. That's mostly what I've done. We have some pizza in the fridge in here from the party.
I have to be up early.
So you don't want pizza?
I don't. You can have pizza.
You have to be up early?
I have to be at the venue at like 7. And you have to drive.
You have to be at the venue at 7? The wedding is like late in the day.
I got hair, makeup appointment. I gotta steam my dress with the steamer. Because I could iron everything else, but I can't iron my dress.
Yeah, okay. I just have to put my pants on.
You have a suit to put on.
Yeah, my pantsuits. My suit, I have to put my pantsuit on. Anyway, my job tomorrow is, I'm videographer, so I mostly need to make sure that all of the camera stuff is ready, and I'm gonna test, after the stream, I'm gonna hook up things exactly how I'm gonna do them, make sure that they're functioning, because it's stuff I don't really typically use. Let me dip for a moment into camera talk. A moment. I'm gonna attach a Atomos Shinobi to the camera so I can see a little bit better what I'm doing, and that's gonna make it large. It's gonna be a pretty big thing, but I want to make sure I have all of that set up. And I'm dipped out. I dipped. It's just a quick dip. So I gotta set up that and make sure that that's okay. Otherwise, I don't have a lot to think about. Just make sure things are charged and try and capture the stuff. Of what?
Because you have dress shoes, tennis shoes, socks, pants, tie clip.
Wait, where
shirt?
Are you coming back here?
No.
Oh, so I have to autonomously know all. I'm responsible. Oh, I don't like that face from the thing I just said. I'm very responsible. I've shown that time and time again. I got to take the camera. I got that under control. That's my domain. Suit, tie, pants. What are the other things you said?
Dress shirt.
Yeah, a shirt. Obviously, I'm not going to put a suit on with no shirt. There's a shirt.
Tennis shoes.
I thought I'm wearing my dress shoes.
Yeah, but you can change into those. I'll let you
Oh,
change
so I
into-
should take both shoes.
After photos, I'll let you change.
I have a lot of stuff to take. I might. This is a lot of things, actually.
You have a tie clip.
This is
You
hard.
have something else small.
Wait, what time should I be there?
I put it in the calendar.
Oh, so I shouldn't be there when the wedding starts. I should be there earlier than that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chaz. I really appreciate
This update from
hearing the update. It is dragging socks around the house hour.
But like, will you fix your hair? Can I trust you to do that?
What would I do to it?
It was crazy before I made you fix it tonight.
I put water in it and ran my fingers through it.
Yeah, you do that tomorrow?
If I have a good sleep, my hair tends to be a little crazy. So, yeah. I could brush it, I guess.
I'll have my brush. You won't have a brush.
Okay, well, I was born with 2 brushes. Just gotta Yeah, I don't own a comb. I think I have a brush at home. It's not really something I use. It'll be fine. Like, you just need a little water and you're good. You know what? I know what I'll do. This will fix everything. What I'll do.
You're gonna get up with me and come get ready with the bridesmaids.
No, that's a long day. No, what I'll do is I'll get a shower. Because if I get a shower, like I'll get a shower before I head out, and then that'll be good because then getting a shower is good, but also that will make my hair. It'll lay down. It'll be correct.
Okay.
Solved.
Okay.
Solved. Renee says, and then your hair will freeze. My hair dries in like a minute. I know that's gonna make a lot of folks upset and jealous, but when I get out of the shower, about a minute, then it's all dry. Like magic.
All right.
Anyway, 16 months from Sting AZG, 29 months from Statman7. What other last minute things we need to make sure that we mention?
Tuesday is breakfast stream at home.
We'll be back home by then, so I'm looking forward to that. Tomorrow afternoon, I still have a hard time remembering that Stephen and Friends comes out in the afternoon now, but tomorrow afternoon is a new Golf with Your Friends. It's a good one. And then is that it?
Yep.
Is that it? Okay.
That's it.
I believe you. Break All the Pots wants to know what we're doing next week for Scream. We're not completely decided, but we do know that we are going to do Stray. And I feel like it's somewhat reasonable that could be next week. Somewhat reasonable. So, yeah. As we decided to do good courses to decrease the swearing percentage. Yeah. Yeah, Stray is going to take 2 weeks. So I'm hopeful that we'll probably do the first half next week and then finish it up the week after. So, yeah. I thought swearing made the ball. If swearing made the ball go, then the ball would never stop. We had 500 bits from Zelda Master. It says, Minnesota trivia question. What are the names of the 4 major sports teams, basketball, football, baseball, and hockey? So one of them is Vikings, right?
That's football.
Vikings is Minnesota.
Baseball is the Twins.
Okay.
One of them's a wolf.
Oh, Timberwolves.
Is that the hockey team?
No, it's basketball.
Oh.
Basketball, NBA is Timberwolves. And then we don't know hockey. That's the one we're missing.
They were playing tonight, weren't they? The Wild.
The Wild.
Because they had it on where we had the dinner.
This is a rare time where I actually know. I knew more than you. I knew 2 of the 4, and you knew 1 of the 4.
I knew 2. I knew the Vikings and the twins.
Oh, you did know. But I said it first.
It's because I was letting you have that.
Fine. Also, you technically did say Wolves before I was like, oh yeah, the basketball team. See, all of the NBA information, all of the anything, all the NBA stuff from the 90s, it's in here. It's in here. Thank you, Protopia Guardian. Surprise clown. Hope all goes well tomorrow. Have a good night. Well, thank you. I think it's going to be a good day.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it's going to be a good one. They're dead. They're dead. 1,000 bits from Phantom SVT. Congrats to Carly and Kyle again. Hope you enjoy the wedding. Here's a gift from Tiny Eddie. Oh, hi. I really did zoom in. It's very zoomed in. Sorry, here you go.
God, I can't. I'm falling over.
Barter your hairbrush away for some Tiny Eddie's. God, I didn't even read until now. It says saucy Stegosaurus balls. Thanks, Eddie. And 500 bits from Slick Duke, it says, would you like a sleepy Kirby to go with it? No. No, I would not. Why are they saucy? Why are they saucy?
There's a sauce on them, duh.
I hate that. Okay. That's... No, hold on. Where... Hi. Okay.
My earrings and necklace were my grandma's, the one that passed that couldn't obviously be here, so. I'm tired. So we needed to have something of her for the wedding, so that's what it is.
What you said is very sweet. It's the way you said it.
I'm very tired.
I know.
That's
I
why
tried.
I'm like,
I tried not to laugh at that
I
statement.
need to shower and go to bed.
I know. Let's wrap up.
We didn't take a photo together tonight.
We didn't?
No.
Well, here you go. Screenshot this. Done. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Spam calls. It's how we live in 2022. 300 bits from T-Mug Celeste, who says, don't forget to take a posed photo of you in your suit and mountain dress. Speaking for the older generation, your mom will want a framed print. So, I mean, that's the thing, is that there will be a professional photographer.
Tomorrow.
And certainly they will do that.
Of you and me?
Just run up and be like, hey.
Maybe. I mean, there's going to be a photo of me with the best man. And probably with Carly.
Okay. So, it's fine. Someone will take a photo of us.
Yeah.
Your mom will be like, oh, I want a photo of that. Someone. It's true, though. I'm actually particularly bad about it because my entire world revolves around, like, oh, I'm going to video things, that I don't remember to ever take photos of stuff. And then later, you know, it's a lot easier to revisit a photo. Like, I hate to admit that, especially as someone who has, 5,000 videos of my life that I'd really love you to watch. Just turn them on and go to sleep. But like, a photo is a much easier thing to revisit. It just is. So we should try and take more. It's fine. It's fine. Pavner Pizzelle Master says, because I saw Mark from Vermont ask it, what hockey team was originally from Minnesota? Also, as a bonus, what basketball team was from Minnesota?
No idea. I have no earthly idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it's a basketball team, then I should know, but I don't. Lakers? That would make so much sense. No, it wouldn't. I'm thinking of Michigan.
That would make sense. No, Minnesota's the land of 10,000 lakes or something.
Oh, is it? Oh, then the Lakers would make sense.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Minnesota's the one with the lakes, even though Michigan's the one with the big lakes.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Bummer says LA doesn't have lakes. Minnesota does. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so weird. And... Anyway. Neat.
That's a
Wait,
fun
what? I
fact.
don't know what the hockey team was. I missed
North
that.
Stars. That's a 0 says.
North Stars. God, what a weird thing. Yeah, it's one of those things like, why is it LA Lakers? It's because they're from Minnesota. Holy crap. Neat. That was before my time. Because, I don't know when that happened, but I wasn't watching basketball at the time, I don't believe. There's one more art. You want to see it?
Mm-hmm.
I was born with two. Why is my hand a brush? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if there is someone. If there is a someone. Oh, there are men. Oh, it's because Pokemon came out. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon came out. Wait, 25 months from Pickletron. Thanks. Jesus Christ. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you to someone who's not playing Pokemon. Because you should experience Pokemon when you want to do it. It might not be right now. So instead, I am going to send you to Jeff. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you to Jeff. Jeff is playing Beat Saber. That's going to be the plan. Thank you all for being here tonight. We will be back on Tuesday. And when we're back, we'll be not in a hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, I said we would play rock, paper, scissors.
1, 2, 3, go?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. Crap. All right. Thanks for being here. We'll see you on Tuesday. Oh, good. You got the raid going for me. Thank you. Thank you. If you join in the raid, you get 250 cups, apparently. Is that new?
No, it's always been that way.
Has it always been that way? Neat. Did it work? I think it worked. Okay. We're not going to do a secret stream. Oh, that's probably music. Just, just FYI. Yeah. You have to. We should probably just end. All right, we'll just end. Go enjoy Jeff's stream.
See you Tuesday.
We'll see you Tuesday. We're going to get some sleep. Do, 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 do.